Christian at the gym. It may not be your normal stand-up routine, but it may be
Your standby routine.
your standby routine. Your standby routine.
So, we are here with a very good friend of mine. The first one who showed me that the mind can be absolutely dead, silenced. A kind of master, spiritual teacher, non-dual speaker, and nothing
I'm in
about this.
Christian is just a very good friend that has a lot of kind words for this topic, but I show a lot of appreciation for him, and also you can search his videos if you're Romanian and you watch in Romanian language. Hai că ți-am făcut reclamă.
Thank you very much. But on this channel we'll have only 6 followers on Chris Nothing.
Chris nothing.
Yes. And I wanted to start this channel with you because I could say in Christian stories you are the starter, the fire starter. Yes. So what is it? Everything. Is it or is it not?
Easy.
Easy motherfucker.
It is easy.
Everybody is asking me about you,
Yes.
and everyone is asking where is Theo? Where is Cosmin?
Yes.
Do you know something about? So, my dear friends, here it is.
Okay.
Here he is. Not Cosmin, Theo, and the other nicknames that the God Almighty made him choose it.
Well, I can tell you as a real question where the body has been. The body has been in the mental hospital. It's a long story. Maybe we can make another video about it at one point or not.
Let's make it short.
Let's
For
make it
example,
short. With questions.
what happened with the spiritual teacher Cosmin, who I met in the story of Christian,
Yes.
and we spent some very good quality time together in retreats, and we had a great time.
Yes.
The first time we've met, we have a great time. So what happened to that, Cosmin?
We're still having a great time. But I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Okay, it's a concept, it's a story. We are.
It's a,
we
of
are
course,
at
it's
the
a story.
Evening story,
We're
late night
just
sleep.
Late night sleep stories.
Yes, yes.
At the room so you can sleep better. I don't know what happened exactly. Well, doctors say one thing, but for me, even the concept of non-duality reached a point where my body couldn't handle the acceleration of that point, and that's how I.
Yes, because you first started as a spiritual teacher,
Yes.
then you erased everything about that
Yes.
character.
I couldn't identify with that.
Yeah. You erased everything, although some people say you worked a lot on a YouTube channel as a spiritual teacher with staying present, be aware.
Mi-a tras să-mi face interviu. I knew it.
So, from that point,
Yes.
shut
Okay.
down, then non-dual speaker.
Yes, can I make an association?
You can make everything.
Of
you
course,
want.
it's
You can
illusory.
get naked if you want. There is no problem.
It's illusory, it's apparent, but it's like an onion, and I know it can be cum e ăla, Gen shablon.
Pattern.
Yes, it can be a pattern, but it's true. It's like an onion that just gets peeled off. So you have the I'm the person identification at first, and it forms since when you're a child, and it grows and it grows and it grows and it grows. And then somehow something happens, and you see that you're not that person, and you somehow still peel it off, but spiritual, meditation, religion,
Breathing.
all eyes fixed,
Yes.
absolutely
All that.
everything. And I can say, even this non-duality, as it's formed on YouTube, it's like two patterns. Non-dualists that talk about consciousness, non-dualists that talk about non-duality as there is no me, and this is how
There is no consciousness.
yes, there is no consciousness, even though I would say they are still fighting in their walls a little bit, and they are not seeing that it's just a projection.
So you are saying that that's not really freedom,
No, but,
because freedom cannot be from this to this. Freedom is
you
not bounded.
it's yes,
Limitless.
we can say it like this. We can say it, there is no me, there is no I, there is no self, there is no awareness, or there is consciousness, or just awareness, or just God, or
Just
boundless energy. We can say it in a lot of things, but I say for most people, and this is why it becomes a pattern and a frustration for a lot of seekers, even though there's no seeker.
The seeking me.
It becomes a pattern, and it's frustrating, and you lose that beautiful energy that can be shared, just like we're sharing it now. You know, we're not really talking about anything, we're just telling a story, just how it goes out, but it goes out like a boulder of snow, and it doesn't stop. In most cases, it stops, I would say, at a pattern. So in my case, I have been everywhere. It's a song of Johnny Cash. I've been everywhere, man. Very funny. But mentally, I've been everywhere in all these faculties, including this with consciousness, this with non-duality. And I can say, even though they are referring to the same thing, maybe a lot of them just lose the essence because of words. So even this, I can't say there is a me, there is no me. Both are right and both are wrong.
Same time.
At the same time, it can't be otherwise, because there is no duality. We can't accept one and cut off the other, you know? And I'm saying this is just this boulder of energy that keeps rolling, just like you keep scrolling, and you don't stop at a picture and say, this is the whole picture and this is how I can picture it.
It is a continuous flow.
Yes, it
right?
is a continuous flow, and even maybe this that we're talking about now will peel off slowly, because just like we have non-dual consciousness, we have non-dual speakers that reject consciousness, we have the in-between. Osho, Alan Watts, even Ramana Maharshi, he didn't talk about just self-inquiry. So I can't put off anything, and that's why my brain went into a full-blown and simply I lost the jargon. And if we can joke about being here, not being here, I am not, we can start maybe with the jargon, but even that gets lost. And it's a beautiful thing, getting lost completely.
So it's not a negation.
No. But neither is it an acceptance.
Exactly.
It's like the one that was seeking got lost. You know?
Yeah. I wanted to ask you for a long time, and especially you, about the neutralization of the mind, which Ramana speaks about a lot.
Yes.
He's saying that when the mind is completely off, you can consider yourself illuminated.
Yes.
Can the mind be shut off?
Where is the mind to be shut off or turned on? Because even if you refer to the body, you refer to a thought. Even if you refer to an emotion, you refer to a thought. Even if you refer to a thought, you refer to a thought. But what's a thought? We can say the mind is a bundle of thoughts, but what's that? Like what's... these are the things...
What's a thought?
Yes, what's
Can
a
you
thought?
show me a thought? Or
Yes.
anybody can show a thought?
Can we neutralize a thought? Where is that thought? And how do we neutralize it? It's like we put something in it and we keep it down like a creature, or what? Where is the thought?
Are the thoughts real or not?
Oh, definitely the thoughts are not real, but in this case, nothing is real. Or everything is real. It depends how you want to put it.
Yeah, exactly. So, must a seeker shut his mind off?
What's that?
A seeker.
Yes.
It's absolutely a must to shut his mind off, like Ramana says.
If the seeker is the story, you know what I mean. You know what I know.
Go on, please go on.
I know.
I want them to go. This is very important.
I want to say
for nobody.
He knows what I mean here, anyways. But what was the question?
I forgot.
I keep looking at the drink. It's very good. It's very cheers. Bro.
Okay, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. So it's a must for a seeker to neutralize his mind. I think I replied to that, but I forgot. Can a seeker... You see, because I can't go on with the same idea. It's the same as with the seeker.
That's why we have to let our friends know that this is spontaneous. I was talking to him about making a video in the future with some topic, and he said, let's do it now. Let's do it now.
And his wife.
Spontaneously, you know? So nobody knows what's gonna be next. But on Christian's story, this road of spirituality bullshit ended like nothing was expected to be. So I was told that the mind must be shut down or off. What's your opinion on that?
As a seeker, right?
Yeah. As a me seeker.
As a me
seeker.
I would say from one point of view it's a must, but from one other point of view it's a misunderstanding.
Or who gives a fuck?
Because you can't find the mind. The mind is not something real. So when you try to search for it, it simply disappears. This is self-inquiry, for example. It's a simple exercise. But this exercise doesn't get you enlightened because you search for the mind each time. You simply see that the mind is an illusion. It's not something real.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a ghost.
Yes.
Like a shadow.
Yes.
You want to kill a shadow. How can you kill a shadow?
Exactly.
It's impossible.
Exactly.
It's impossible. So, dear friends, Cosmin, Theo, it's alive and kicking life. He's okay. He's great, and I'm so happy to have him in my house.
Thank you.
I'm very happy right now. Namaste, kumbaya, and pula man. Doamne.
This is beautiful. This is beautiful because it goes from an interview, it goes into something else, and it's something else, and it's something else, and it never stops.
That's life, right? Can you describe life?
I don't know anything. I really don't know anything.
I think if there could be a teaching, I think this is the ultimate teaching. But it's wrongly expressed by a stupid motherfucker like me. I don't know anything.
Isn't it beautiful? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's full on. This is full on life. To not know anything. To not know absolutely anything. It's obvious that you don't know anything. It's obvious that I don't know anything. But this is what I'm saying in
what is to be known?
Yeah, exactly.
Right now, right here, in this, what is to be known? We just feel good.
Yes. This is the ultimate non-duality. This is from my perspective, the ultimate, because you don't have a pattern and you just simply show things how they are.
Exactly. Pure and simple, spontaneous, right now, always new and always old.
And it's not like a lesson, like if you find a topic, we can discuss it. If you don't have a topic, I come up with something. It's something very good.
Of course.
Yeah. But yeah, this is where I've been and this is what I've been doing.
Alive and well. Your phone is ringing.
1 second. I'll keep it short.
So, my dear friend, people often talk about soul, about spirit, about self,
Yes.
about some kind of bad energy, good energy, demons, angels. In my opinion, these all are just thoughts.
Yes.
How come a lot of people guide their spiritually life, because now there is a spiritually life beyond the normal and material life, guide their life about so from this spirit, soul. I recently was told that I'm a black soul who needs healing. So I'm a bad motherfucker. What's your opinion about soul, self, or are those real?
No, I can't say for anything certain, and I can't say what's real, what's unreal, because everything just seems like an appearance, and
appearing to be happening.
yeah.
But I never.
Which is again, if it's taken into consideration, can be just another thought. Anything that we can talk about.
But about personal experience.
Personal experience.
Yes, I've never seen a soul or a self or a me. Although there are people who says there is no me. If you say there is no me, who brought this me in questioning? If there is no me, who said first that there is a me? For the contradiction to appear, you know?
This blows my mind before answering.
Big shipok. Two stupid motherfuckers talking about bullshit. Spiritually fucked up. Both of them. Oh my fucking god.
This is what happens when two people that don't know anything gather together and talk about nothing or anything or whatever topic.
Often people ask me when they come, they say in therapy, although I tell them that there is no therapy for nobody, ask me about how can I kill the me, the ego. Can someone kill something that is not existent?
Exactly. No, I share.
Do you have a secret method to kill the me?
No. I am completely lost in. I can't really answer any question with certainty. And if I say yes, no, this or that, it may sound like bullshit. Which is in the end just bullshit, because all we're saying here is just a story.
Of course. 100%.
But we just gather, we try to make a video, and we just gather, Merry Christmas. We just gather at the Pahar of Rome, a glass of Rome, and just try to make a video.
Not drunk yet.
Not drunk yet.
So what do you say about this seeking that is going on around the motherfucking globe? Everybody's seeking something. What's your opinion on this? It's illusory, it's centered in the me, it has a bad energy, a good vibration, a bad vibration. Vai morților! I'm telling you, master, this because people come to me asking me these questions, you know, and they seek for something. It's obvious they miss something.
Yeah.
It's a lack.
It's a lack.
Inside, they feel a lack and they're looking for something. They heard it's called enlightenment. Is there such a thing as enlightenment?
Yes and no. Yes, because we are already enlightened, and no, because it seems that for some people they don't feel enlightened and they need to seek for it. But those who are already enlightened aren't really enlightened. They're just lost in unknowingness.
What's this unknowingness? Can it be
I
defined?
don't know. That's the thing. I really don't know. Whenever I speak, I just speak. And however it comes out, it comes out. It just comes as a story, of course, but it doesn't come in a pattern. So when I say it comes from unknowingness, it's just a pure opening, and just you remain how you remain.
Spontaneously speaking from nowhere.
Just like you, just like everyone else.
Yeah.
So that's why there is no real seeker and there is no real enlightened one, because things just happen how they happen and everyone just minds their own business. But it's somehow cool to talk about it, it's somehow funny to joke about it, it's somehow illuminating in a way that some don't consider themselves enlightened, but then they lose this personal story of the self that needs to get enlightened and just drops away.
They say about little children that they are enlightenment. English is hard for me because I'm a gypsy from Pantelimon. Okay?
It's true. It's true. 100%.
What is true? Are the child enlightenment?
What?
Are the childs before?
Yes, I would say yes, because the child, until the mind forms, and I put a connotation here like it's the head, because that's where you feel the energy. It's in the head. The child has no idea about life, and the child just experiences life how it is. You know,
no misconceptions,
no
expectations,
nothing, and life just happens. And then the child grows up and it has all these ideas about enlightenment, about everything. And then, well, before that, you try to find happiness in the physical world, but then you want in the psychological world, and then in the spiritual world, which is psychological anyways. So there you go, you need you need enlightenment. But what the fuck is enlightenment? What brought me in the mental hospital was this acceleration of the brain that was very powerful, and at one point even this concept of non-duality vanished away and just left me in the state of unknowingness, and I just simply don't know anything. It's not a state, I can't say it's a state, but this it's just a natural flow, I would say, if someone would want me to describe it. In Kung Fu Panda, at one point the panda goes like this, and it's like, I'm one with the river, I'm one. There is no separation after all.
Of course.
You know, it's a state of non-separation.
There is only one.
Yes.
Can you say that?
Yeah.
They say God is in everything. Are
Yes, you can say that too. This is what I'm saying. You can say basically everything, because everything that you experience in that moment seems real. But there comes a point where
all the concepts.
Yes. All the concepts just roll, and it's very accelerated, and it simply falls away. It simply.
What's remaining about this?
A state
After
of
this?
unknowingness. A state of unknowingness.
Can you say it a void?
Yes, you can say the void. Yes, just like you can say God is in everything, you can say the void.
Exactly.
It is
It's the
a
same shit.
representation, but it points at it. But it's still a thought if people want to get something out of this.
So they can take it as a therapy.
Yes, or as a system, or as
Yeah,
just
exactly.
like some people take non-duality as a system. No, it's not a system. It's a state of unknowingness. That's
Exactly.
it, and it's not even a state, and it doesn't relate to your personal story in any way, and it doesn't involve you in any way.
Is there a me?
No.
Is there a you or a me?
No, definitely not.
Definitely not. And they say this is non-duality. When they say this is non-duality,
Yes, but it's a thought. It's a story.
exactly, they say there might be also duality. When they say there is only non-duality.
Yes, it can be as a story. It can be, but really there is no duality.
And
There is- it's-
non-duality.
Yes, and not non-duality. Both are just stories that
So-
try to point out something, which is not a thing. And if you want to make it the void, it becomes a thing, which
Yeah.
is emptiness. It has no form, and so on and so forth.
Some say, as I say, it's only this.
Yes. It's
To my
beautiful.
Romanian friends, e doar asta. Cum spunem de ceva vreme și prin Zoom-uri și prin retreat-uri, it's only this.
No.
Can this be defined?
No, it can't
Absolutely.
be defined. If it, this is what I'm saying. In a way, it relates to you, but it doesn't relate to you at all, because the state of unknowingness doesn't relate. So it's everything on you.
Does someone...
But it's not a you as in this you that's searching in memory and imagination and in everywhere to try to find a spot to guide the life and be a better me. It's a state of unknowingness which doesn't require you, which the you is completely absent because the you is just knowledge. Some people in the non-duality community would say that knowledge is the awareness, is you're knowledgeable of something. Some say it's not, and I say these people are just stuck in jargon. If you go beyond jargon, you can basically say whatever you want.
Absolutely, yes.
But I would say this for sure, it's a state of unknowingness, and it's simply, at one point, your brain simply just goes your mind goes in superpower and it just falls off. And this is why non-duality, you can say, is the ultimatum, and a lot of videos help in a way, because you watch them and exhaust the seeker.
So there is a lot of bullshit in being present, being conscious, being aware, you as a person, right?
Yeah.
Can or this effort of being present, being conscious, being wide open with eyes, or conscious of your breathing, can this help
In the
resolving, let's say, anxiety and depression problems?
Well, for sure it can help, yes, of course. But what we're talking about, anxiety and depression, that's something helpful for the body, which is very good. These exercises can help and is very cool. But when it comes to non-duality, it has absolutely no relevance, because you can't get anything out of this. This is not for you. It excludes you completely.
There is no you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Great. So they said a lot about this being present. I personally had a few years with a lot of tension in the body, staying present, staying aware, and this was like killing me, me. You know, it it was always a tension to stay wide open, to stay conscious of the breathing, conscious of the body movements. Isn't this wrong?
Oh, it's not wrong or right. It's just like you're mopping the floor. It's work with attention. So whatever you put your attention, basically you become better in that. But when it comes to non-duality or enlightenment or awakening, it has absolutely no sense.
No sense. But how about the psychological suffering? You know, about
It's a story.
it's a story, of course. But a lot of people come to this
Yeah.
with anxiety and depression problems, panic attacks, and all that bullshit. So, can this be helpful? Being more aware, being more present, or should I must say a spiritual guide or something like it's a bullshit all, but I don't have another word.
A guide. Yeah.
Okay, can a guide throw this at a person? There is no you. Question this you, as Ramana said. Question this you and forget about the other, cum zici, mă, practici. Practices. And forget about the others.
I would say
go
no.
to the root.
Yeah, I would say a lot of people are not prepared to go to the root and directly to the root to stay in the state of unknowingness, and they need breath retentions, they need practices of consciousness, of awareness, so on and so forth. But there comes a point where even your system of no system has to fall off.
Yeah, I completely know what you mean.
Yeah.
Great. Let's fill the tanks.
Băi, Cristi, stai puțin,
Gata.
că eu trebuie să plec.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Merry fucking Christmas. So there is nothing to talk about.
No, in the end we can talk about anything.
Because all we talk about is nothing.
Yes.
It's just concepts. Someone told me that words have energy. And he said to me that he can hurt me with words.
Yes, a lot of beautiful stories out there.
They also think they are co-creators. You know, they imagine themselves. I mean,
This is
people-
what I'm saying. Patterns
Exactly.
all over again.
Exactly.
Patterns. Everything. If you are in a pattern, you're still stuck in a story. And some people, that's why you see in non-duality a lot of people stuck together to still trying to get something from someone that's talking, saying there's nothing to get. Those people are somehow prepared to get frustrated all over again, because you get frustrated at one point to a maximum where you can't go beyond, and it simply falls away on its own.
Yeah, I see that in my experience with our Zoom meetings about non-duality. I keep telling them there is no one here who can teach something, nothing to get here, nothing to become, and they still come.
Yes, they're very. It's very attractive. It's very beautiful. It's very beautiful. But not many people can swallow it.
I mean, when I was listening to Jim Newman and Tony Parsons and all the guys like them, few years back, I remember in the last retreat with you, I was joking always like a little robot. There is no me, there is no me, there is no me. You remember in in our last retreat in the mountains? When I first heard it, there was something, but I didn't I didn't catch it. Like, I was back into practicing fasting, back into the cold, back into breathing.
Yeah, that
Can this be named as a process?
uh,
Is there a process, my friend?
there is no process. There is no. I'm sorry. I talk a lot. I'm talking. When I'm talking in different levels, but there is no process. Nowhere to go and nothing to become. But some people simply can stay a little in this state of unknowingness, and some people can stay more and can manage and can manage and can manage, and still until somehow you get adapted. But this is not through seeking; it's simply energetic.
Exactly. So this process of enlightenment was quoted also by Lao Tzu. He said, before enlightenment, the mountains were the mountains, the lake is the lake. In the process of enlightenment, the mountains was not the mountains, the lake is not the lake anymore. After enlightenment, the mountains are again only the mountains, and the lake is only the lake.
Yes.
So
Beautiful.
I also experienced this, that there is no process,
Yes.
because in my experience is just a word. I cannot express myself if I'm not using my or this. In this experience, there is no process, but a spiritual mind also tells me, yes, you are here because you did that, because you went into the frozen lake 2 years ago and slept in the butt naked.
They think it's because of practicing.
Yeah, and they also say it's a process.
Yes, because there are 2 points of view basically. When you're there, it's very obvious that you're there, and you say there is no process, there's nowhere to go, nothing to become, and you're not even there. But when you're in the process, you can swear it's a process and you're getting somewhere because you're stuck in a mind. So the difference is not being stuck in a mind, which is complete unknowingness and just a beautiful energy, and being stuck in a mind, being stuck in a thought.
Right.
So that thought can become at one point so neurotic that it simply breaks out. It breaks out and it cannot stuck anymore any kind of belief systems or any kind of bullshit basically. Yeah.
Fucking great.
What
do you say about this?
And it's a story. We're just talking stories
Of
and
course.
we're just having fun. There's nothing to get out of this. And even if I tell you a few things, remember it's just a story. Even if Christian talks about a few things, remember it's just a
All
story.
bullshit. In my case, everything that goes out of this mouth is bullshit.
It's bullshit. You have nothing to get out of it, but it's a maybe you can vibe with it and feel just an attraction, and it's just what it is.
When people come to you and ask for advices, for example, I have anxiety, I feel that something is missing. Do you have an advice to, motherfucker, do this?
It depends. If it's someone that's simply very panicked, I would say breathe in a way or do something. But if we're talking here about a long-term anxiety, that is not something that should be get rid of in this moment, because it's a very high panic attack. I would simply talk a little bit about anxiety and how it relates only to an imaginary person.
So you would point the non-existence of me. of the
Yes,
person.
yes, definitely. This is the ultimatum. You can't go beyond this. But it's that. This is what I'm saying. It's a tough pill to swallow, and that's not. It's not really for everyone to watch or understand.
Exactly. Because the psychology goes with the pattern. If you come to with anxiety, they say you can do this, or let's say why is this happening?
Yes. Oh yeah. They're just prolonging the story of the me. And you go on in these circles all over again. The spiritual circles are the same. They are all circuses in the end, and it just prolongs an imaginary problem, which can.
So the problem will be solved.
Yes, in a way it is solved, but it has no solution.
I would say there is no problem.
Yes.
It's an imaginary problem.
Yes. Yes. That's why you can talk about it in a lot of different ways.
Does thoughts have energy? You didn't answer this.
What do you mean by that?
They say if you think badly of someone, that one will I don't know, die or something.
I'm not good with this, but I heard experiments like you swear at the flower and the flower becomes, I don't know in what way, or with water or with potatoes.
What's your opinion on this?
I have no opinion. I really don't know anything. Like for real, I don't know anything. And if there were things that I was certain about, I'm not really certain now. But this can change. This can be more profound, less profound. It doesn't really matter. Sometimes I feel like I know a few things. Sometimes I feel like I don't. But there is a deep knowledge. Not deep knowledge, but deep unknowingness that there is no need for real knowledge.
So you don't want to learn anymore? You don't know?
No, things happen. Things happen. The body, I can see, does a lot of things, but for me there is no interest. Since there is no real me inhabiting the body, like I would say was before, like some energy was stuck in the body.
Is there a now?
That would imply time.
Come on! So there is no present?
No present moment, no past, no future. But see, these are things I would talk with you, but not things I would talk with anyone. Like
we are between. Nobody listens to this crap already.
Anyways, and if you made it so far, you're very lucky. You're very lucky.
You're blessed. So, my friend, God is only a concept?
Only a concept, just like anything else.
Just like the soul?
Just like the soul, just like the self, just like anything else.
Is the body a concept?
But even this crap with the void or absence
exactly
of things or no thing, even this is crap. Everything is crap because it's just conceptual.
In this moment, I don't know another person who had a real spiritual experience beside you. I mean, spiritual with the points, you know, like intensely. You are the only one I know who read something in the past, in the story, of course, about Osho, the example. About Osho, for example. So you read it, then you put it in practice.
Yeah. I was very psychotic in perfecting what I read, and
I mean, most of people read something. Oh, okay, he's right, and leaves it there. You took it
next level.
Next level. Yeah. Also with Ramana, also with Nisargadatta.
Even with Jesus Christ.
Of course.
with old Jesus. I did it with
Allah.
With Allah. With everything until.
Inshallah.
Ishalach, voia Domnului. Yes. The will of God.
Until it simply
Collapse.
collapse, and it's just a state of unknowingness, which I would say non-duality comes very close to.
This was the
As a concept, of course.
yes. Can you say non-duality is the
Ultimatum.
yeah? Cum ziceam eu, capăt de linie, nu știu cum să traduc.
Capăt de ultimul.
Cum dracu zice asta în engleză?
Nu știu. But if it's the actual experience and you can see it and not just jargon.
Of course.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
I mean, when I say to people, look for yourself, look for this me, search it, find it, and show it to me. At least talk to me about this. Look, this is me. But don't show me the body. Don't tell me thoughts about the me. Show it.
Yeah.
They can't.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Can you say this? This is again the not the right or the correct pointing, the straight way,
If it's the most straight.
transcending the psychological sufferance.
I would say it's a straight way to hell and no going back. Because in a way, everything that you desire in as enlightenment or transcendence of the ego and everything falls off, so you don't get what you want. So it goes straight to hell and no going back.
How is hell? Because
Complete openness and
boundless freedom.
a beautiful boundless freedom. But it's not for the me, it's not for the self, as in this false sense of I that seems to inhabit a body, but it's not even there.
Devoid.
Yeah. It can be put into words. And I would say everyone really is in this state in deep sleep, a state of complete unknowingness. Because nothing appears, nothing arises. And as soon as the mind wakes up, the mind as an entity, a psychological entity wakes up, it immediately starts to know. But nothing is known. And that's the illusion that we actually think something is known, but nothing is known. And people are afraid to live like this, to remain completely open and just, in a way, be themselves, if we can use this term too.
Of course,
I'm
we
open
can do anything.
to any term, really.
So
Yeah.
concept.
Yeah. It's only a concept.
So fuck